Today, we will be discussing the most tragic incident in aviation history, Japan Airlines Flight 123. To start off, Boeing is the largest aircraft manufacturer and still is today. Japan Airlines back in the day requested them to please build a high-capacity aircraft to serve domestic routes between major cities. Boeing finally developed the 747SR as a short-range version of the 747-100 with lower fuel capacity and greater payload capability. Japan ordered 4 aircrafts, but Boeing only manufactured 2. Their objective was for these planes to last for at least 20 years. Since these planes were short-range, meaning that these planes were only going to travel short distances, it had an economic design life objective of 52,000 flights during 20 years of operation. It also had a strengthened body structure and landing gear to accommodate the added stress accumulated from a greater number of takeoffs and landings. It also accommodated economic class seating, which had up to 550 seats. The Boeing 747-SR-100, registered as JA8119, had 4 Pratt & Whitney JT9D engines, which, in other terms, the engine's type were turbofans. This picture demonstrates the serial numbers of each engine and the total run hours. The model and manufacturing code for B747-SR-100 was 138.88A. The takeoff distance for this plane was 3,050 meters. Its maximum range, or in other words, the maximum distance of how long it can travel by using the last drop of fuel, was 9,815.6 kilometers. It's like going from Morristown to the southern part of Chile. Its max cruise speed was 0.85 Mach, or, in simpler terms, 652 miles per hour. Its max takeoff weight was 333.4 tons. Each ton is about 2,200 pounds. That's a lot of weight. This plane cost around $24 million, and its first flight was in August 34 of 1973, which unfortunately lasted for 11 years instead of the indicated, originally planned 20 years. On Monday, August 12, 1985, Japan Airlines Flight 123 was a scheduled domestic passenger flight from Tokyo Haneda Airport to the Osaka International Airport. The flight was around the open holiday period in Japan, when many Japanese people make yearly trips to their hometowns or resorts. These are the demographics of the people on this flight. Now, I would like to introduce an educational video from National Geographic, imitating the crash scene.
June the 2nd, 1978. 7 years to disaster. JAL Boeing 747's aft pressure bulkhead is incorrectly repaired following a tail strike incident, leaving it critically weakened. 6:12 p.m., August the 12th, 1985. 44 minutes to disaster. The same JAL plane takes off from Haneda Airport, Tokyo. As the cabin pressurizes, tiny cracks on the repaired bulkhead begin to grow. The bulkhead explodes. Pressurized air blasts into the plane's tail section, ripping off the tail fin and severing the hydraulic line. The plane climbs and dips. The pilots struggle to maneuver with engine thrust alone. The pilots guide the plane down to 7,000 feet. But it's now in the heart of the Kanto mountain range. 6:56 p.m. Seconds to disaster.
Pull up. Pull up.